I don't need any of these books.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple.
It's time to go through another box of books. I think we have 3 more boxes left. I'm just going to go through one today because I don't know if you can tell, but I'm still having a little trouble with my voice. Most of my symptoms have cleared up, but I still have a little congestion and a little trouble with the voice. So trying not to overdo it, but still continue on doing what I need to do. So if you have any books or anything else that you want to go through with me today, grab your stuff and come on, and we'll do this together. I'm going to get all of these books out of this box, and then we'll get started. I'm hoping I can get through all of these books without coughing. Because, like I said, my symptoms have mostly cleared up, but I have a little congestion, a little trouble with the throat still going on, and a cough. And that's what keeps, I think that's why my throat keeps being a little bit rough. But I'm going to do my best. And starting with this book right here, you know I've been letting go of the textbooks, so this one is an easy call. That one can definitely get decluttered. This one looks like it feels like it's a board book. And Biscuit, that's a cute little book. I think a lot of the kids like those little books. But I don't need to hang on to it, so I'm going to go ahead and let that go. This one is, and by the way, if you're not familiar, I am trying to reduce the amount of books that I have because I have a lot of books. And even after I'm done with my decluttering with these other couple of boxes, I'm still going to have a lot of books. But at least I want to get through a complete round of them, and so this should finish that up. And then later I can let go of more. But my goal is to reduce it, and so even though I like some of these books, I don't feel like I need to keep them all. And this is one, this is Kings and Queens for God. And I kind of peeked through this one a little bit. I remember when I put it in this box. At one point I thought I'd probably read it, but I don't think I'm going to take the time to do that. So I'm going to let that go. This one, Hey Diddle Diddle and Mother Goose Rhymes. I have a lot of poetry books. I probably will keep 1 or 2 poetry books like this, but I don't think I'll keep this particular one. I've got others, and this one, you know, it's not in super good shape, so again, I don't think I'll keep that one either. Animal Poems for Children. It's got cute pictures in it. Let me know in the comments, do you guys like kids books? Do you like poetry books? I'm just looking at this group. It looks like I have a lot of kids books, but it's not all kids books in here, so we'll just have to see what we're going to come across. I am trying to reduce my poetry book collection as well. I do like poetry, but I don't tend to pull the poetry books out and just read them. I want to keep a few because I was in a poetry group at one point, and we would go and read poems. Sometimes I would read my own, but sometimes we would read other poems. And sometimes we would have a theme. And I know I bought some kids' poetry books because we had a theme at one point was children's poetry. And so I probably went to, this one wasn't, but I probably went to the Half Price or someplace and got some of these, or to the thrift store and got some of these that had kids poetry just for that purpose. But I don't need to keep them all now. I haven't been doing that poetry group. So anyway, this book though I will be keeping. Sorry, I had to quit for a couple minutes. I thought the coughing was going to be my nemesis today, but my neck started bothering me all of a sudden, so had to take a little break. So remember, if you're doing a declutter or anything else, if you need to take a break, you can do that. You don't have to finish it right then. You can come back to it. I happen to have this stuff in a room where I can close the door, so I didn't need to worry about it. I could just leave it here. But, you know, if necessary, just put the things away, and you can always get them back out. Or if you can, just leave them and come back to it. But anyway, I'm back, so let's continue on. Like I was saying, I'm going to keep this book that is by Beth Golly. Beth Golly, I'm not sure if the number is still correct, but I believe she is one of 94 people in the world who does this sort of stuff. She is an ambigrammist. She's an author who does ambigram artwork. And so you can see this is called The Other Side of Christmas, and you see it looks like stockings hanging there. But if you go this way, it looks like the three wise men. And that's what the whole book is. So one direction, see it says Santa here. And so one direction, you see Santa. You get pictures, and the story is more of a secular look at Christmas. And then when you get to the end, here, then you turn it around. So there you have Santa, and then you turn it, and now you have Jesus. And then you go back this direction, and the story and the pictures are all spiritual, so religious oriented story going the other direction. So anyway, and you can see here, this now says Jesus. Before it said Santa. So that is what that book is like. And then I also have her other one, which is called The Other Side of Easter. And here you see the Easter Bunny. It's an upside down book. Okay, so then there's the Easter Bunny, and there you see Jesus. And this one is the same way. You get the story of Easter with, Easter eggs and all of that, going the one direction. And then the other direction, you have the story. See, there's the dove, where here it was probably a lily, I guess. Yeah, Easter lily. So this way you get the story of Jesus and all of that. So that's a nice book, and you're not going to find a lot of things like that out there. So anyway, I'm keeping that. That was a long way to say I'm keeping that. Those are kind of special to me. Now this one is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and if I am not mistaken, I have another copy of this. I have a hardcover copy, and I think I decluttered a paperback copy just like this one. So I'm going to put this one to the side and double check that, because I think that book is downstairs in the basement. So I'll double check. If I am correct, then I'm going to declutter that. And then this one is The Wizard of Oz. I do like The Wizard of Oz. I don't necessarily need this book, but I like The Wizard of Oz, the movie and all. So I'm going to keep it just because I want to. So then now we're going to just move on to the next pile. And here we have, looks like a couple of these. They're called Owl Diaries. Let's see. I don't think this is something that I need to keep. I do like owls, and I had a little collection of these sort of little owls, and I think probably my husband got me these books because of that. But I don't think I need to keep them. I think this is something that maybe a young kid, teenager, or younger than a teenager, would probably enjoy. Peter Pan. This is a nice cover. I don't know what this is. It's not leather, but it's some kind of something like that, and it's embossed, so that's kind of cool. It's a nice book. And it does have a few pictures in here. But I don't think I'm going to read it. And I don't think I need to keep it. I think this would be a really nice book for someone who wants to collect something like that, which that was me before. And so, it is a really nice book, kind of a special book. So I think I will pass that along, and somebody will enjoy it. Black Beauty. I have read this, the story of Black Beauty. So I don't think I need to keep that. This one is just one of those little picture book type things. It's got poems in it. But I don't think I need to keep it, so I'm gonna let that one go. And this one I know I'm gonna keep. Actually, my husband came in here the other day and he saw the Peanuts book, and he saw this one. He's like, "You're not gonna get rid of those, are you?" And I told him, "No, I'm not gonna get rid of this one." Don't know that we really need it, but I wasn't planning on decluttering it. So I already know he does want us to keep this book, so we will be keeping this book. But it's got a lot of informational stuff about Dickens and his being an author and all that. So we'll keep that. And let's see, so we've gotten through. Let me see if I can lift these up. I can't lift all of them in one. This book is heavy. Move that out of the way. Okay, let's pull these over and get it. I wonder, let me know in the comments how you're doing with your book declutter. I know you can't tell me through the screen, but I would like to know how's yours going, or whatever you're decluttering, but how's it going? Anyway, this one is whatever that says. I don't know. I don't remember what this looks like. The modern, I don't know what Edad is. Edad, I don't know. Anyway, the modern world, I don't know. The modern something. But it's I've been letting go of my Spanish books, and I don't even know what that says anymore. I'd have to look it up, so I'm going to let it go. I see a special collection, illustrated poems for children. Like I said, I do want to keep some poetry books, but I don't want to keep all of my poetry books. So, I don't know, this one's really big, and the velvet shoes. I don't know. I think I'm okay with letting this go. I don't think the artwork is really making me go, oh, I must keep that book. Let's see. Sleep Sound in Jesus. I think every time I pull this one out, I'm like, I want to read this book before I declutter this book. And then I never get around to doing it. So I need to put this in my stack of books that I am currently reading through. I have a little stack of books that I've put them out where I will see them and grab them and actually read them. So I need to do that with this book, and then once I've finished, just pass it along. Because as you can see, it's not a lot. There's typically a poem, and then there's just a short little essay to go with it. So just a couple paragraphs usually, or maybe a couple pages, probably at the most in here with each one of them. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it with my books and then make sure I read it, and then I will declutter it. This is the story of Cinderella and Other Tales. I like the artwork in this one, and I do want to keep a book of fairy tale type things. I want to keep one that I like the artwork in. I don't know some of these stories though, so I think I'm gonna put this in the pile. Let's just do that. Put that up there. Those will be the ones I'm gonna put those in my stack of ones to read and then let go of them, because I didn't recognize most of the stories in there as I flipped through it. This one is First Storybook. We can see here. See, I do know all of these. It's got cute artwork. It's not necessarily my favorite artwork, but it does have cute artwork in it. And those would be the stories that I would want to have, just to have the classic stories. That's the only reason. And then at some point I may decide, maybe I'll find a better one in my collection, or I might decide I don't need them after all. But I'm going to put this in my keep pile, at least for now. Ellie, The Perfect Dress for Me. I think this is, I have read this book, and I think I don't need to keep this book. I know I don't need to keep this book, but I think it would be a cute one to pass along. Someone will enjoy it. This is another one that I do believe I have read, this particular one. Not just the story, but this particular book. I do believe I did read this one. And it does have nice artwork in it, but I'm ready to go ahead and let it go. Let's see, this one, Boys and Girls of Bookland. Okay. I think this is one of those where they just take little excerpts from books. So it's not like the complete book, but they take excerpts from a book and then put them together into a little anthology. And I don't think I need to keep one like that. That's cute though, isn't it? But I don't need to keep that. So I'm not going to. Okay, let's see. Get our whole stack over here. This is another Spanish one, so I, again, do not need to hang on to that. What does that say? Tina La Alta, so tall. Okay, but I think it's another, yeah, it's another Spanish book. So I will go ahead and pass that along. I like this one. I remember this one. Every time I run across it, for some reason, I just hang on to this one. I like the little picture on the cover. I like the cover. It's that fabric textured type cover. And I like that. Look at that opening artwork there. I always keep this one. I don't know why, I just like this one, so I'm going to hang on to it. Now this one, I would keep this one, but I happen to know we have another copy of this downstairs. So when my husband said, "You're not decluttering that, are you?" I said yes. But I told him we have another copy in the basement, and so I'm comfortable with decluttering this one because we have a copy that we're not decluttering. So this is going to go in the pile of ones to declutter. This is Jane Brody's nutrition book. I have had this, I think, since back probably in the 90s. I don't think I need to keep it anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and let it go. And let's see, here's another little Spanish book. So I think that one can go. And we just have one more stack here. I don't know how long this is going to be because I don't know how many minutes I had on the other one already before I had to quit. But we're up to 14 minutes here on this one. So we're probably close to 20 minutes already. This one is Little Teddy Left Behind. I read this one. Pretty sure I read this. Yeah, and it's got really cute artwork in it. But I don't feel like I need to keep the book, so I'm going to let it go. Someone else can read that and enjoy it. There's a Nightmare in My Closet. I have read this book. I probably got this book because I, like many people, had a monster in my closet when I was young. It was called the Hoard. Isn't that ironic? It was called the Hoard, and it was the scariest thing ever. I wasn't even a little child. I was probably, well, let's see, I was probably 11 or 12 maybe. And yeah, it was very scary. It tried to kill me. So that's probably why I bought this book. But I can let it go. I don't have a hoard in my closet now. I've cleared it out. I've decluttered it. And I'm not kidding. That was what it was called. It told me what it was. It didn't talk, but it told me what it was. I don't know. You can think I'm crazy, but I'm just telling you. Anyway, this is Goat and Donkey and the Strawberry Sunglasses. And I think I read through this book or started reading through this book and couldn't finish it. I don't remember now, but I do not feel the need to keep it. So it can go. Leonardo, Beautiful Dreamer. I think I'll keep this one because it has a lot of Leonardo da Vinci's artwork and little story things to go along with it. So I think that would be okay to keep. Clementine and Mungo. I don't know who they are. Maybe some of y'all do. But I don't think I think I want to keep this either. They look kind of creepy to me. Sorry if it's something you love, but they look creepy to me. And here we have Scarecrow Pete. I read Scarecrow Pete a couple of times and enjoyed it. And I think the artwork in it is really cute. But I am ready to let Scarecrow Pete go. So he can go in the stack of books to declutter. So here is the situation. I don't even really have to do a whole like off camera, let's sort this out thing. I'm just going to do it right here. It might not be as you know, perfect or whatever, but that's the stack of stuff that I'm keeping. And these are the two I'm going to read and then probably declutter after that. This one, I'm pretty sure I have a copy of that downstairs. So that's going to go in this stack. And here we go. If it don't topple over. That's my stack of books that I am letting go of today. So let me know down in the comments if you did a book declutter or any other kind of declutter, tidy, cleaning, whatever, along with me. Tell me all about it down in the comments. And until next time, I'll say happy decluttering. Bye. Why did I want to keep all of these books? And why can I now let them go? The questions are simple. The answers are long. The truth is, I really don't know. Whatever the reasons, whatever the change, one thing is perfectly clear. All of these books I wanted to keep will soon no longer be here.
What you doing, Pumpkin? Yeah? Are you going to declutter some stuff? Yeah.